The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Do I Rasta? I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Unu prepare a table before I. In the presence of our enemy them. Unu anointed I head with no oil. Me cup runneth over. Surely, goodness and mercy. I go follow I all the days of I life. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Ja. Kademawe grumabe. Ha-te la e. Abba shaka 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 baka baka shaka shaka I. Ababa janai I sata sata. Ruba ruba I of Ethiopia tanaka tanaka. Oh lekaya shukulata of Ethiopia. Who liko light by day and liko darkness by night. I shaka shaka baka baka shaka shaka I. Au mau so bolisa. Adanu wato. Mauga so bolisa. Adanu wato. It was simple for. Chapata beda vio. Moye kuo. Agbeno heavy. Megba fumato. Awatanyu moye. Oh you waladong. Oh you waladong. Noko ye jeme. Oh, you waladong. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral, because we are not, and we have never claimed to be. We have taken sides, the side of the truth. My name, Black Rasta. Now in every traditional African home there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food in all its palatability, for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. This is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, from the crown of their heads all the way down to the soles of their feet. And we use that after teasing out the creme de la creme of all these ideas for the benefit of our people, our continent, our land. This is the headquarters of the truth. It is the domicile of the truth, the habitat of the truth. Yes, it is the bedroom of the truth, the hometown of the truth, the address of the truth. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. Ultimately, absolutely. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. Oh, yes. You can also find us on Instagram. We are also on X, formerly called Twitter, and on TikTok. We keep ticking and talking with the gracious hands of patriotism. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Come here. Now, my brother, my sister, this is where the action is. And I do apologize for the late start of the show. My brother, my sister, today we are packed with information. 5 stories we are bringing to you back to back. And anytime we are loaded like this, we start a bit late because there's so much work that goes into it. With time, we're going to increase our number. Oh, yes. And that will mean more people on board and work would actually go to different people in what is called division of labor. We do apologize for the late start of the show. My brother, my sister, we never take you for granted. Your time is most important to us. Do me a favor. Please share the broadcast. Hit on the subscription button if you have not subscribed to this channel yet. Right after that, you hit on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunamo, and here we speak truth to power. And we are sponsored by the kind courtesy of Tesori d'Oriente. It is Italian technology, African raw materials. Oh my God. Now, we are turning every shower of yours into a royal journey. Oh yes, a royal experience with Tesori d'Oriente. It is soft, smooth, silky, and it has a long-lasting oriental fragrance. And the rich ladder is so rich, oh my God, that many people wonder. My brother, my sister, this is Tesori d'Oriente, and it comes in so many different fragrances. Which is your favorite? Out of the numerous fragrances we have, which one is your favorite? Is it the forest therapy? Maybe it is the royal oud. Maybe it's the karma. Maybe the Persian secret. Oh yes, my brother, my sister, this is Tesori d'Oriente. Premium quality made affordable. And remember, when you go under the fragrance of Tesori d'Oriente, my God, you feel like you just walked out of the Garden of Eden. The fragrance is long-lasting. Your skin is well-nourished, and the blemishes are taken out like a magnet attracts metal. Every kind of blemish is attracted and pulled out so you can feel fresh and good, so your pulse can breathe good again. I'm talking about Tesori d'Oriente. My brother, my sister, Italian technology, African raw materials, premium quality, made affordable, and is distributed exclusively, yes, distributed exclusively right here in Ghana by Daddy Ash Limited. Please speak with Daddy Ash for bulk purchases and inquiries. This is Tesori d'Oriente, our sponsor. We are also, my brother, my sister, sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. My God, if you're thinking insurance in Ghana and beyond, Millennium is the answer. Don't be analog-minded. Millennium Insurance. If you're ready, my brother, my sister, we are more than ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Story number 1. Watch this. This is why Mahama must sack Anita Desoso now. There's a foul-mouthed woman who goes round trying to blackmail the government of John Dramani Mahama. All the good things Mahama is doing. My brother, my sister, this wretched, foul-mouthed woman will not let the president rest. And we are bent on giving her hell. As much as we remain citizens of this nation, we will not permit any destruction. Who is this wretched, vile woman? So foul-mouthed. Anita Desoso. My brother, she's worked so hard for the NDC. She's held several portfolios in the NDC. Rhonda Dozier. This is the woman we're talking about. Oh yes, Anita Desoso. She's a prominent member of the NDC. She was the national women's organizer. My brother, my sister, she became the first national vice chairperson. My brother, my sister, and she reached one of the party's highest executive ranks as the first national vice chairperson. This is Anita Desoso. Flip. Anita Desoso. This is her. My brother, my sister, she became the deputy national NADMO coordinator under Mahama. Deputy National NADMO Coordinator. She began a political career as a serial caller, calling radio stations and TV stations talking about Mahama. She has very little education. But through hard work and serial calling, she rose to one of the highest ranks a political woman in her position would have risen to. And she's so respected. She's brought a lot of people into the fold of the NDC. Because she doesn't have too much education, sometimes she could be very controversial. In 2014 alone, 2 controversies hit her very hard. One of them was when she made a remark that evil dwarfs were responsible for some magical powers that made Ghana's currency fall rapidly in terms of inflation and beyond. And many people could not see the science behind these evil dwarfs and their magical powers. They ridiculed the NDC via the comments of Anita Desoso. Dash it away. Now, my brother, my sister, Anita Desoso is a very, very dangerous woman. She has a lot of following. Foot soldiers love her because she's been in the party for so long. There was a time she went down on her knees and begged the founder of the party, Jerry John Rawlings, in fact, to forgive the party and join the rank and file of his own baby. And that took center stage, oh my God, in Ghanaian politics. This is the photograph. We thank her and we love her for loving the party to the core. And my brother, my sister, it looks like she has sour grapes. It looks like Anita Desoso is hurt in one way or the other. We have more. We told you in 2014 alone, she had 2 major controversies. And we told you one, the evil dwarfs. The second one will follow very, very soon. In the interim, my brother, my sister, oh, Anita Desoso, she was ready for the boot for boot action. She is a woman who never forgives, boot for boot in politics. Dash it away. Now, Anita, only a couple of weeks ago, was on TV and radio complaining about John Mahama's government. What was her problem? She said that some appointments were up for sale and that she was not happy about that. And that some NPP people were getting positions under John Dramani Mahama, all because they paid money for those appointments. For you to be able to make that kind of allegation, my brother, my sister, you must have your foot on a heap of evidence. But does Anita have that? She claims she does. But when you listen to her, you will just realize that she's been selfish. She's looking for a certain position which she never had. As of a couple of weeks ago, we didn't know exactly what she meant when she was talking about these sour grapes. My brother, my sister, she has spoken again. And this time around, we can make a more informed conversation. But let's take you back to a couple of weeks ago when she spoke about appointments for sale under John Dramani Mahama. Watch this.
Say, Yankwala ni bebree lament about employment ne nneema bebree. Ne etoso mienu. Obi wo ho ye nim no party no me I will say it as it is. MPP fo ni bi o mu didi atem ne nneema ye hu wo mu dodo no kra no ya ma o ma appointment. Na minim say mfiri ye mpanyimfo no. Ebi o mo ye de ma wo mo no. On say ebi eduru be na nkrofo say nkrofo kra ebi ton. Me de meka. Okay. And the a ton positions on two people. Ton, yes. A bit ton. And your executives know. Because I mean, one was so be a hawk, ye nimuno. And a binimu so wa elections, no. They were with NPP. And so I'm on my appointment. And Tiaman Crawford be brebu for me, my so cry me, and Crawford, but me fear dear no one can am so munya.
Anita Desoso. In this conversation, you could see how bitter she was. We have NPP people who are getting appointments. Why should they get appointments? In the run-up to the election, they teased us and even mocked us. All of a sudden, they are getting appointments. My brother, my sister, that's her level of thinking. Once you belong to this political party, you must remain there because it's a club. And our club is called the NDC. Until all of us are satisfied, whether qualified or not, nothing should ever spill out to the other parties. Level of thinking. My brother, my sister, this is Anita Desoso, a serial caller who rose through the ranks like a column of mercury in the mercury thermometer on heat. Many people admire her. Now, just yesterday, she granted an interview to XYZ. And she made the same comments there. But this time around, she went deeper. And we want to expose the sour grapes, expose the selfishness in this woman here called Anita Desoso. Watch this.
And I'm say politics. Maybe as I say, my friend, politric. Also, political party be ne let's say Bibia ope. Into whoop we me pay we by your enemies.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, no see a two abani we are near come together. No Bibia come. But Kakra met me, I can't try yen penny for and say. No crane ya dear pa, but these elections they didn't try it at all. Because yani abre.
Okay.
And MPP for so abre womodi. Mpacho muntie mi NMPP for so abre womodi. But see a person next elections and I see a party need to meet jina. I was seeing ye bibi a yensu party for no money be den ebeji.
Okay.
But see anya ne sani assume say ye de so abofo. Enti bibi eni say MPP koni de MPP fo akọ. Na NDC fu osu. No mu ye say me fi say nya me de me ebe example me can me so re.
Okay.
Ya de makoto National Population Council. Ya de me koto ho no mu no. Be me na. Enye nyame a nka mafrim. Ka mafri sa group ni mu. But nyankopon ne party ni nti. Minim obi a wo ho. Minim obi a wo ho. Enti no edru sa mo committee sa na. Eno asa na mti ozu na me hwe wo mo. Minim ba bia kwose wo mo fiye. Maka. Minim ba bia kwofri wo mo fiye. At least minimum ena minimum ene ye be hu sane a ye be bon komani hu sane ye be soso ne ememu amana ye den amana ye yi. Just imagine your committee be na me ye late me to me enru ho ma kire ye frame me koya 500 Ghana. Wa wo hwa Anita Desoso 500 Ghana ne de. Ni pay gumachi 500 Ghana. E ma me anam de ma driver so okoye ko fi omo nkoche na omo pa. Ye nya de esa. Omo
Anita Desoso. So you see her level of thinking. So bitter. More bitter than chloroquine and camoquine. Bitter than bitter leaf. Oh, they put me on a certain board. The Population Council Board. And when I went there one day, I was late. I sat down there looking at everybody. A lot of them I couldn't even recognize because they were not members of my party. So all the discussions, I just sat down there and watched them. And at the end of the day, they called me and gave me 500 Ghana cedis. What is 500 Ghana cedis? That's about 50 American dollars. They gave me 500 Ghana cedis. If you look at me, Anita Desoso, and give me 500 Ghana cedis, is it not disrespectful? I just went and gave it to my driver and drove off. Look at the number of people I take care of for the party, and you give me 500 Ghana cedis. My brother, it's very sad when people think that service to the country is equivalent to a money bag. Mahama decided to make you deputy NADMO CEO, national disaster. You were in there, even with your very minute education. Was she able to read any communique that came in there? But they put you in there. It's because of people like this in those positions. That was why the NDC lost and Mahama had to go into opposition. Because you want to satisfy loyalty. It's not every time loyalty is equivalent to competence. If you agree with me, say yes, you do. There are people who are loyal to Blakk RASTA, but there are some positions I will never put them in because they don't fit. If it is my enemy who would fit that position and do it better, that is just my enemy, but he's going to work in the interest of the nation. He might not be an enemy to the nation. But Mahama decided to put these people in there by virtue of the fact that they went around campaigning NADMO deputy boss. I wonder if Anita can even read properly. But they put you in there. And in our country, it's all about book and paper. Maybe Mahama felt, oh, let me make a crumble edusei out of this woman. She might not have all the formal education, but she is brainy. Let me put her in there and see what she can do. And he realized that you did nothing. And this time round, he said, okay, I can't put you in such a sensitive position. Be part of this population board. At least they will give you something small. Once in a while, we can also pack up something and give to you to take care of the NDC people who follow you. And you are angry. Very bitter. You should be going around talking about how your government is succeeding. Unprecedentedly, inflation has dropped like a house of cards, totally crumbled in the face of the Ghanaian city. Huh? Out of nowhere, Ghana's passport is a hot cake. You can take it to so many different countries like never before without a visa. And this vile, wretched, foul-mouthed politician is only going round making so much noise, distracting the government because of an appointment. What is happening? Should you have an appointment and the government fail? 500. Go to NEMA. There are people who don't even have 10 CDs. Mahama decided to put, how about those who didn't get appointments at all? And when you listen to the tape, she said, it's because of her love for the party, she would have left that thing. You'd have left what? So it's no more a service to the nation. It's all about Chobo. If the Chobo was big, if they had brought her 20,000 CDs for coming late, this vile, wretched woman, my brother, she would never have complained that there was nothing to do there. And I call her vile and wretched because I'm going to prove something to you pretty soon. I am angry at people who are not patriotic. It's all about their stomach. It's all about what they can eat. And it's very sad. This is what she's going around telling people, trying to smear the John Dramani Mahama government with bitumen. This woman, come here. In 2014, you know what she did? There was an American woman who came into this country. She was called Michelle McGowan. And she was an American nurse. She came around taking care of little children in Ghana who had various skin diseases. And you can see this one here. We intentionally decided to turn the face away. My brother, my sister, please pay attention and follow me. This is the woman we're talking about. We have bled the faces of the little children. They have different types of skin diseases. My brother, my sister, different types of skin diseases. And this woman, a retired American nurse, found herself in Ghana and decided to do something to help the children who are these skin diseases. You know the name of this skin disease? Alligator. Alligator. And people nickname them alligator children because the skin disease made their skin rough. 2014, she went around trying to solicit for funds, small, to be able to take care of these women, these children. She spoke to the Ministry of Gender. At the time, it was Nana Oyelita. She was the boss. And Anita Desoso got interested in the whole thing. As to what her interest was, my brother, my sister, Anita Desoso started moving from radio station to the other with her followers, saying that this woman, American nurse, called Michelle McGowan, was fake. She didn't have any medical background whatsoever. She was a fake, and she was coming here only to make money out of the little children and go away. And Oyelita seemed to have supported Anita Desoso. Anita Desoso didn't end there. She threatened the life of that woman. She threatened the life of Michelle McGowan. And you know what she did? She reported to the FBI straight. There's a woman in Ghana who has threatened my life. She claims that I am a fake medical person. It's an indictment on my training and my profession. Please, I need an investigation. My life is in danger because I am here to take care of little Ghanaian children. 2014, the FBI went into it. And you know what happened? They started tracking Anita Desoso to find out what she was engaged in. It was around that same year, some African leaders, via a certain law in America, were prevented from entering America. Corrupt African leaders, supposedly corrupt, and Anita was caught in that web. Corrupt politician who made so much money, unfounded, according to the FBI. And when Anita tried to fly from the Kotoka International Airport at the time, via Delta Airlines, owned by America, you know what happened? They stopped her one time and told her, hey, you cannot fly. She was angry. That's my country. My country. Why wouldn't I fly? No. Blah, 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 blah. And they said, you know why? You are under investigation. You are one of the supposed corrupt politicians making money with no trace that we are stopping from entering America. Anita Desoso, 2014. My brother, before she could turn around and come back, the Americans told her again, you took invitations from Ghana, took money from the Ghana government, that you were attending meetings on behalf of the Ghanaian government in New York. You ended up flying to California. You, Anita. You took big money on behalf of the Ghanaian people that you were going to represent Ghanaians. You are going for a meeting in America. You flew business class. You drank all the wines. You flew. And you ended up never attending any of those meetings on behalf of Ghana. You rather went to California, sitting down there drinking wine. Such a vile, wretched politician. Today she has a mouth to go around and make so much noise. After taking the money of Ghanaians, allegedly, as told to us by the FBI. You flew like Jonah refused to go to Nineveh. And he was making his way elsewhere. She never went for the meetings. pocketed all the money, went to sit down over there in California drinking wine. Today, Mahama has realized that some of you, including the big botox girl, what's her name? Victoria, something. All of you came together to destroy the party. Now he says, no, sir, this is not going to happen anymore. I am only going to go after the young guys and push them. He warned them that the first one to bring him a scandal, his head would go via the executioner. And Anita is not happy. Anita is not happy. My brother, my sister, Mahama must sack this woman immediately. And sadly, when Mahama sacks her, she would find a clique in the party to join. After all, the party is already beginning to have cracks. They are so good at that. They don't know how to keep power and support a good thing. A lot of them don't understand the I can't say who food your pa, they are piano. They be omudie. Who food your pa, they are chunwa form. Such wicked people. Factionism, cliquism in the party. This is this guy's clique. This is that guy's clique. This is that guy's clique. Oh, Mahama likes this one more than that person. They are not focused on what is happening to Ghana. They are not focused to the goings on in the country. All they are looking at is who is going to succeed Mahama. They are not ready to row the boat to safety. No, they are looking for the next boatman, even in the middle of the ocean. Hallelujah. Write it down. In Ghana, our politicians are not interested in rowing the boat, which is the nation, to safety. They are only interested in changing the boatman right in the middle of the ocean. My brother, my sister, this is Anita Desoso. A woman like this is a she-Judas. If you leave her in the party like that, with these sour grapes, she's more than just poisonous. She will continue going round to make these noises like that and distract the central government. A word to the wise is enough. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. TEMA MOTORWAY SAGLEMI rescued now. Listen. If all my over 50 years of life I had not been told that angels carried wings around, I would have mistaken Mahama for an angel. Mahama is a crop of angels without wings. My brother, Kwame Nkrumah built this motorway, and in about 2 years, he was overthrown. The Akosombo Dam, the motorway at the time, in fact, was exclusive to us in the whole of Africa. In England at the time, the M1 was the only one that could rival what we had in Ghana. And many people ascribed inordinate ambition to the Osagifo. Your people are hungry. You go and build this exorbitant road. You could even stand there for 10 minutes and not a single car would pass there. But the Nkrumahs knew that this was a vision that the Nkrumah himself had initiated. Today, the motorway has served Ghana beyond our wildest imagination. It came to a time, a state of disrepair had slapped the motorway. So many potholes, robbery on the motorway, and so on and so forth. Nana Addo probably did not want this to continue. So he started to do something on the motorway. But he was kicked out of power. And when Mahama came in, one of the first utterances he made was that he would deal with the motorway. He would chase Nkrumah's legacy and restore that, my brother, my sister, to factory settings. And if you go on the motorway right now, a lot of work is going on. The extension of the N1 all the way down to McCarthy Hill. My brother, over the Malam Bridge, there were so many potholes on that road that George Bush gave to us. My brother, Mahama has fixed all of them. This is the motorway. My brother, my sister, look at how peaceful this motorway is. And this is very, very important when it comes to our industries being linked to the consumer. TEMA is where all the factories are. Oh yes. And when things are manufactured there, raw materials and so on and so forth, they all make good use of this beautiful motorway. But when it got into a state of disrepair, many were those who said, why? Today, Mahama is not only repairing it, he's expanding it. When you go on the motorway right now, it's being expanded. And because of the expansion, for some days now, traffic has increased in town. And motorists are not finding it easy. Passengers are not finding it easy. Commuters are on the streets trying to find out what is happening. Courtesy Ghana Web. Look what is happening. Commuters in Accra in this heavy traffic. Can we see the traffic? I take this road almost every day. Yesterday it was hell. Look at it. And this is an extension of the motorway. My brother, my sister, look at the work ongoing. So much work is ongoing. And at the end of the day, this motorway is going to take another dimension. Nkrumah would be in his grave and applaud. The motorway is being extended, expanded with quality. Mahama has taken it personal. He has inspected the materials they are using. He made sure that the materials are the same materials that Nkrumah used. It took them time to be able to get that grade. And when you go there, oh Lord, look at commuters. All queuing in the hot sun, waiting for cars because of the expansion works on the motorway. To Mahama, we appreciate you. In fact, for rescuing the motorway. Many people believe that the previous government intentionally left it to rot like some other Nkrumah legacies. But Mahama has been sent down as an angel with no wings to fix that. And he's fixing that with not a penny from the IMF or the World Bank. It is all from within. What a man. Over the weekend, I decided to travel all the way to SAGLEMI to find out what happened to what Mahama started. My brother, my sister. And when I arrived there, there was a new signage, big, SAGLEMI City. In the Pram area, I immediately started to have a certain beautiful feeling. Watch what I saw. All right, so I'm right here at the SAGLEMI City. This is a very beautiful edifice. Yes, now this edifice, every Ghanaian knows about We are here to look at it and go into it and find out exactly why Ghanaians are worried that SAGLEMI City is not complete up till now. It started in the days of John Dramani Mahama before he left power. And when the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Bawumia government came into power, it was agreed amidst some controversy that the buildings here must be given out to private ownership, at least for some time. What has become of SAGLEMI City? I am here to take a long look at the history and also to find out when this beautiful edifice will be completed. Come along, let's go. Yes, come along, yes. So we decided to fly our drones. My brother, my sister, and the pictures that came out of the drones shocked me. This was the very first time I was entering SAGLEMI. Look at it. And that's me walking on the street, captured by the drones. Very quiet Saturday afternoon. Look at it. Look at the beauty of the place. This was started in 2012. And they spent about 200 million American dollars. That's the Mahama government building this. It was supposed to be 5,000 housing units. 5 years later in 2017. My brother, my sister, after Mahama was gone, they were only able to complete 1,506 units. 200 million American dollars. My brother, my sister, they completed only 1,506 units. And when pressure came to mount on the people, they said, oh, you know what? We now have to give it to private ownership for the private person to finish. Yes, they got QAM, LMI consortium to finish this. So I decided to walk into the building. I didn't imagine that anybody would be on site. So I didn't even think about permission. So I walked in there. My drones were flying all over the place whilst I was taking a long walk. And these are the streets. And I decided to walk into the rooms and see exactly. I saw a lot of, doors broken down. Then I saw some workers there. The houses had been painted and some of them are now habitable. Before I realized, the workers came to tell me I had to stop. The foreman said I had to stop filming because I needed permission. I said, oh, really? I didn't even know there was anybody here. In fact, what Mahama did, the WCs, the fittings and joinery, all broken, and you can see them packed outside. Now the new consortium, QAM LMI, has come together with some other people, and the place is being fixed. When I looked into some of the rooms, exciting. Fortunately, when the bosses came and realized that it was Blakk RASTA, they asked me to return so that I will be able to complete the work. Mahama, my brother, my sister, decided to follow up on what agreement Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his government had concerning SAGLEMI. Even though the Minister of Works, Housing and Water Resources, Kenneth Gilbert Ejay, sat back and renegotiated the contract. And now, this is the renegotiated contract. And this is what is going on. In fact, there is a housing deficit in Ghana to the tune of about 1.8 million units. And Mahama decided to build this so that that pressure can be eased down. I am more than just excited about what I saw. The foreman told me, you have seen nothing yet. When you return to continue with the filming, you will see things and we'll bring you a whole documentary. This one is just a tip of the iceberg. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. And to John Dramani Mahama, I would like to say thank you so much. I appreciate you. Ghana appreciates you. Do not be distracted. Keep an eye on the prize. You promised that you would leave a legacy. And the legacy is in the offering. We support you. We, the people of Ghana. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Hey-ya! Hey-yo! Wayo! Come
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin. Breathe in the aroma. Let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean. You feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente. Luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente.
Blakk Pot, Kukushonemo.
aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Please do me a favor, share the broadcast, hit on the subscription button so that each time we are on, please, you will be reminded to watch. This is the headquarters of the truth. This is the fastest growing network online on patriotism and, of course, Pan-Africanism. Welcome to the club. Story number 3. Watch this. Nana Abba takes women of valor to Philadelphia, United States of America. Wow. Who is Nana Abba Anamwa? She's a pretty lady. I like her so much. In fact, I admire her. Despite our issues and our problems, she's somebody that I truly admire. She's a single mother. This woman, single mother. In fact, she had the child early in life with a boutique man. In fact, a fashion guy, Zara man, who in his own world is doing well. My brother, my sister, for some reason they split apart and we are not too interested in what happened. Nana Abba Anamwa has been able to single-handedly take care of their son because of the issues. The father was not part of the upbringing of the boy. All the way through school. And she paid from her journalist money. When she was fired, many people thought that that was the end. She found a new home at EIB. And there at EIB, she was made the general manager after a little while. And all the young ladies on TV there, GH1, the pretty ones, all the ladies, they are pretty. My brother, my sister, they are all under this pretty lady here. She has connections. She was born in 1980. 4 years after Blakk Rasta was born. We have met a couple of times. She interviewed me on her TV show in the past. My brother, my sister, as a single mother, she was able to rise to the occasion. Of course, there are accusations. She's a pimp. Oh, she pushes young girls to big guys. Oh, she herself is in that world. But she's quite brilliant. When she's on radio, it's nice to listen to her. And on TV, oh yes, she's okay. She could pass. Beyond average. This is Nana Aba Anamwa, single mother. She still looks good. Why do I use the word still? Despite all the hardships she went through, she still looks nice. Let's come to the real story. She was in London. She went there with a program that she started called Women of Valor. Women of quality. Women of value. And when you look at the design, very beautiful. W-O, the O there, the sign there, represents women. This is it. The first edition was held in Ghana. Second edition held in Ghana. And then the third edition was held in France. She carried a lot of people to France, some journalists, women who became panelists on the show, and paid for every single one of them through her own connections. My brother, my sister, there was no gold board. And then gold board came. They launched the 2026 edition. My brother, my sister, at the British High Commissioner's residence. Did you know that? They launched it there with all her connections. She brought the creme de la creme of the industry. The ladies all came there. She got the endorsement of the British. And then she carried people all the way from Ghana. First edition Ghana, second edition Ghana, third edition France. And then boom, she found herself in London. And you know where she went? The Hilton Hotel on Park Lane. Whee! I don't remember any Ghanaian event happening here. It's a very plush hotel. My brother, my sister, in the top areas of London. And she had the event at the Grand Ball. The Grand Ball Room. And that place, you pay up to about £14,000 in order to seat about 500 people to about 700 people. And everyone who went there was supposed to pay £100 to enter. And they were served 3-course meals, heavy, sumptuous, to deal with the winter cold. Hey, she had Kate Henshaw coming from Nigeria. She paid for every panelist. What did she want to achieve? You've done it in Ghana twice. Now you want to take it out there so many more people can see what you are doing is bringing women together. We were told it started as sister, and then the name changed to Women of Valor. My brother, it's a beautiful thing. Except that yesterday we said that the theme may have to be looked at. Fearlessness. Leave it for the police, leave it for the soldier. As for our women, we don't want to endanger you. Leave that danger to us, and we'll deal with that. Where you are needed, you know. That is why the population of men keeps decreasing, because we face the danger naturally. Even in the animal kingdom, when there's danger, it's the males that jump in first. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. So that is a natural concept of life, that the man should be in the face of danger to protect his woman and the children. So when women start assuming male roles, then we are going against the natural concept of life. There was a very big controversy. A gold board subsidiary, gold board jewelry, came in and gave discounts. My brother, my sister. And the question was that, did every Ghanaian get a discount once it was the Heritage Month? Or did they get extra discounts just for the sponsorship? These were questions that were posed. NDC foot soldiers were angry because she was a big critic of John Mahama and the NDC. Many people aligned her to the NPP. But my brother, my sister, a smart business person does not take sides politically. Maybe she realized it and decided to support Mahama after some time. My brother, my sister, they had the tin heavy. And those who flew to London on their own, how much did they pay? 3,500 pounds and 4,000 pounds. And the flyers, my brother, my sister, were all over the place for everybody to see. I beg your pardon, dollars. That's it. Women of Valor, the pursuit of fearlessness. That's the team. The pursuit of fearlessness. Return flight tickets, visa processing fees, 5 nights in London with breakfast, entry pass to the Women of Valor, London 2026 event, panoramic River Thames cruise, photo stop at the Buckingham Palace, view of Big Ben, ride on the London Eye, tour of Emirates Stadium, and airport arrival and departure. And this was done in conjunction with Travel Wings. Per person, 3,500 or 4,000. Double, 3,500. Each one will pay 3,500. But if you are single, you pay 4,000. This was how she was able to carry all the people. And by the 3rd of March, a few days before the event, tickets were sold out. And the gates were opened for ticketers to go in. My brother, my sister, so many people went in there. How much did Nana Abanamwa spend on this? Where the thing took place alone is booked up to 14,000 British pounds. How about the hotel rooms in there? How about the food? The travel expenses? It cost her so much money, but she ended up doing it. But there's something in the pipeline. The next event, they can't wait till next year. It's going to happen in June. And this time around, it's London that people are talking about. It's going to Philadelphia in the United States of America. And the flyers are already out. And the video is also out. This summer belongs to football, to women who lead, and they are here. To women who compete, to women shaping the future of sports. Yes, women of valor. Philadelphia, USA, 25th June. So Nana Aba is going to be carrying people to Philadelphia. This time round, would Goldboard be part of it? The partners are Altair, and, Beyond Africa, blah, blah, blah. These are the partners. Goldboard is not part of it yet. Will Goldboard be part of it? Should Goldboard support this? Is it a good venture? What is the purpose of this? To bring women together, to share ideas, and those who attended said that it was beautiful. Women shared their stories, inspired a lot of other women. But I hate it when I have to end the story with a but. A lot of the women who talked to the people were divorcees. A lot of them. Nana Ama McBrown, this one herself is a single mother, Kate Henshaw, and a number of them. Does she intentionally bring divorcees to say that, oh, it doesn't really matter, man or no man, we have to go on? Because we know some people who have that kind of feminist agenda. And in Africa, it's very difficult for that agenda to be accepted. Divorcees or single mothers. But maybe they have inspiring stories to tell. Does the label really matter? Is it an agenda-driven something? Forget the men. Because recently in Ghana, we had to pepper them and the sugar them. Do we remember? Pepper them. Pepper. In Ghana, we say pepper. Pepper them. Means forget about the men. Give them pepper. And another side said, no. Sugar them. Now, find me the photograph of this great woman. She used to be a woman who was part of the feminist group. My brother, my sister, she's also a journalist like us. She's now Oheneyere, Gifty Auntie. In fact, it looked like they were coming together against men. And they were in the same group with all this Nana Aba and all of them. The so-called pepper them kind of group. The moment a gentleman approached her in his kingly character and swag, no, king, pow, king, pow, pow. Beautiful woman. She accepted the proposal. The pepper them people were very mad and angry. We are peppering men, and you have got to follow a man. Then a photo came out. Find that photograph where she knelt down to serve her husband. That photo broke the internet. Hey, pepper them leader. Now sugar them. I'm going to end. Ha! She was called Gifty Auntie. When she got married, she added Oheneyere to her name. Oheneyere, Gifty Auntie. Meanwhile, again, they seemed to have a certain group that was extremely feminist. And it looked like it was an agenda against men. I stand to be corrected. That is it. It broke the internet. Yabeni, sell out. If it was in the dancehall world, sell out. Hey! This was it. Then she gave birth. Boom! And the child is everything to her. Because at her age, she probably was not expecting that she would have a child. But Ohene had natural Viagra in his brocos. Boof! It came out like a rocket. Pew! And she gave birth. Congratulations. From that time, the Pepper Them group, all these women of sister, whatever it is, with all respect, they have alienated her. You think they invited her to Women of Valor? Or maybe she was there and I didn't see you. So, what's Blakk Rasta saying? If it's an agenda against men, please, we are not in any competition. We are not. We are supposed to come together, like it was said in the Garden of Eden, to complement each other. That's it. It's not a competition. It's not. It's good to have women drive buses, play football. Right now, women are even slapping each other in some competition. How do you call that nasty competition? They slap each other. Men also, they stand stiff. Then somebody slap them. Pwah! Then they come and also slap. What nonsense is this? Women are involved in that. And I see women doing boxing, and they call that sport. Are we okay or we are sick? Are we trying to say what men can do, women must also do it? And they can. That would be totally nonsensical. No wonder these days, women are becoming men. And men are becoming women. Please, no puncture. Women of Valor, we support you. Next time you invite me, I'll come. If I still have an American visa, if I'm invited, I will come to Philadelphia. You don't need to pay for me. I will come and I'll be part of it. I support women. But again, if it is an agenda against men, which I believe is not, then it won't work. Congratulations to Nanaba. Look at it. She has been named brand ambassador for Nexus Global Services Limited. And she's dancing. Single mother. My brother. Am I not proud of her? If she was my ex, I'm sure that I would be proud of her. If she was my baby mother, I would be proud of her, at least in these aspects. Not the other ones. The pimp, no, that one, Darby. Run the story and we close on that, okay? We told you today is tight. Renowned Ghanaian media personality and broadcast journalist Nana Aba Anamwa has been unveiled as the official brand ambassador of Nexus Global Services Limited, a leading healthcare facilitation and medical support company committed to improving access to quality medical care for Africans. Now, the partnership brings together one of Ghana's most influential media figures and a healthcare brand focused on bridging gaps in access to specialized medical services internationally. Nana Badamwa, known for her credibility. I'm not too sure about that one, credibility. We remember the stadium stolen photograph. I don't like referring people to their past, but I don't know about credibility. Advocacy and strong connection with the Ghanaian public, all these ones are correct, will support Nexus Global Services mission to educate, advocate, and guide individuals and families through complex healthcare decisions. Healthcare decisions. I hope BBL is not part of this. Should I read it again? Go back there. Go back there. Nana Aba, known for her credibility, advocacy, and strong connection with the Ghanaian public, will support Nexus Global Services mission to educate, advocate, and guide individuals and families. Families again. Families, man and woman. Not pepper them. through complex healthcare decisions. Complex healthcare decisions. What does it mean to say complex? Do you need a surgery? Is it something that is between life and death? That's what is called complex. Health decisions. Decisions that are not reversible. BBL. Big Nyash. Big no. Those are the things we can refer to as complex healthcare decisions. It's like a tattoo. Once you have it on you, it's difficult to erase. Dash it away. Congratulations to Nana Banamoa. We appreciate you and we love you. Yes, you are one of the best. And you know Blakk Rasta loves you. We'll continue pushing the agenda and hopefully we should be able to make it happen. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Story number 4. Watch this. The chop must stop now. Angry Ato Forson is speaking. Ato Forson is a 1978 born. I normally like to bring a little bio so you would sit with the person properly in the conversation. In fact, he's a smart dude. He's one of the backbones of the Mahama government. This is Ato Forson. Many people see him as a gentleman. He's also an MP. He comes from Ejumaku Bisiase. I don't know if he knows that his hometown had a very great little boy who was taken into slavery, who was called Otuba Kuguanu. Otuba Kuguanu. I've been advocating to have a statue of that guy put there at Ejumaku Bisiase. But who will listen to the historian? In the 1700s, I think 1757, Kai Dodo, Kai, yes, 1757, Otuba Kuguanu was taken away. He was only about 7, 8. He was the youngest on the slave ship. They didn't chain him. They allowed him to run around so innocently, playing. He was captured in front of the chief's palace. He went to England, to America, but he stayed mostly in England, and he taught himself how to read and write. He came together with a great Nigerian who was also enslaved, called Olaudah Equiano. Kai. Now, yes, Olaudah Equiano, that's the name. I got it. They came together, went to the British Parliament, wrote and asked for black people who were enslaved to be freed and be given their rights. From Ejumaku Bisiase. Why shouldn't this guy be celebrated? Why? 200 years before Ghana became independent. My brother, my sister, that's where he's from. He was born there. And he's a great guy. He's from there. Ejumaku Bisiase. He's an MP of the area. This is the guy we're talking about. Olaudah Equiano came together with the great Otuba Kuguanu. His full name was Kwabena Otuba Kuguanu. In case you want to Google him, it's not the normal spelling of Kwabena. It's Qobna. Kwabena, white man spelling. Otuba, Otooba. Otuba Kuguanu, Cuguano. Kaidodo. Teach. Why did we go into that history? I don't know. But that is where this man is from. And that area, in fact, has been designed spiritually for revolutionaries. And he's one of those. If you have a fourth eye, you can see. Fourth, not third. Now let's go deeper. He went to the customs and a revolution started. The boss was sacked. Some people were stealing Ghana's money. Underground, he got Mahama to deal with all of them. Now, he is in parliament. In fact, his deputy spoke for him. And he said, there's too much chop-chop. Nyafu didiism. In Ghana. Too much. The speech was written by him and given to his assistant to read on his behalf. Listen to what he said in parliament. We're going to cut the speech short so we can conclude. You will see the rot in our country according to the report of the Auditor General. Watch this.
The entire 1D, 1F scheme requires a forensic audit which will be carried out soon. More so when government is said to have spent 391 million Ghana cedis as its contribution towards 1D, 1F interest subsidies as at the end of 2024. The dry spell expenditure. Mr. Speaker, in 2024, the government of Ghana paid for 34,000 metric tons of rice to address the impact of the dry spell. However, the Ministry of metric tons of rice remains unaccounted for, even though the entire quantity has been fully paid for. The audit revealed that the government of Ghana also contracted a company to supply 100,000 metric tons of maize. The Ministry of Food and Agriculture submitted stores receipt advice as evidence of delivery of the 100,000 metric tons of maize worth 771.2 million Ghana cedis to the Ministry of Finance for payment. But only 11,900 metric tons was supplied and distributed. Mr. Speaker, it is worth noting that the store's receipt advice was supported by a checklist that was certified by the internal auditor of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. Overpayment for transportation of grains. Mr. Speaker, under the Farmer Food Relief and Recovery Program, a transportation company was contracted to transport 134,000 metric tons of maize and rice to farmers across the country at a contract sum of 115.2 million Ghana cedis. Even though the company transported only 35,000 out of the 134,000 metric tons, which should have costed 30.9 million Ghana cedis, the company was paid in cash 50 million Ghana cedis. In addition to this payment, the company was given 7,311 metric tons of rice, equivalent to 14,622 bags of 50 kg rice, which amounts to 11.7 million Ghana cedis in lieu of cash for no work done. This brings total payment to 61.7 million cedis to the transportation company. As a result, the Auditor General accordingly rejected an amount of 65.2 million Ghana cedis that was requested by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture as additional payment to the said transport company. The unfounded teacher trainee arrears. The Ministry of Education reported unpaid allowances totaling 160 million Ghana cedis to teacher trainees under the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. When auditors engaged GTEC, the agency confirmed that as of December 2024, there were no outstanding arrears. Over 159 million Ghana cedis would have been lost but for this audit. Mr. Speaker, an amount of 6.1 million Ghana cedis appeared on the Ministry of Education's BTA schedule at the Controller and Accountant General's Department, even though the same funds had already been paid by a donor partner. Such entries opened a door for double payments and exposed a dangerous pattern of weak oversight and porous coordination between donor and government financial records. Mr. Speaker, auditors identified BTAs totaling 293 million Ghana cedis for 6 MDAs with no documentation. There were no contracts, no IPCs, and no record of any executed work. Mr. Speaker, the breakdown of the unsupported BTAs are as follows. Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, 241.2 million Ghana cedis. Ministry of Roads and Highways, 26.3 million Ghana cedis. Judicial Service, 18.2 million Ghana cedis. Ministry of Special Initiatives, 3.7 million Ghana cedis. Ministry of Health, 2.4 million Ghana cedis. And the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice, 782,262 Ghana cedis. Falsified stores receipt advices intended for misappropriation of public funds. Mr. Speaker, auditors uncovered transactions worth 9.4 million Ghana cedis supported by forged stores receipt advices, SRAs, that had been used to justify requests for payment for goods that were never delivered. Ministry of Defense, 4.8 million. A contract between the Ministry of Defense and a company for vehicles intended for border surveillance and monitoring of the 2024 general election revealed that despite the issuance of stores receipt advice, which is an official document confirming that goods have been received, dated 12 October 2024, the vehicles were never delivered. Similarly, the Judicial Service appeared to be caught in a web of falsified stores receipt advice. While an SRA dated 25th October 2024 claimed the receipt of 7 Toyota saloon cars, as soon as the audit was initiated, the supplier wrote to the Judicial Service on 10th April 2025, indicating their inability to supply the said vehicles as scheduled. This shows that fraudulent documents were submitted to the Ministry of Finance for payments, and steps have been taken to avoid the recurrence of this incident. Mr. Speaker.
My brother, anytime I hear this, I feel so sad. Even the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, corruption is lingering in there. How do we get justice then? If the Attorney General, the Minister of Justice, has his office fraught with corruption, how do we get justice? Even the judiciary, you heard him. Those who are supposed to mete out justice to the people. There's corruption. Taking a walk in the park. When I hear some of these things, I feel very bad. Do we read the Auditor General's report and see how much money has gone down the drain? And every year, reports like that come out. And we seem to brush everything away for a new start. How do you lay a clean mat on a dirty floor? You need to clean up before it happens. Why are we doing this to our country? The Accountant General's office, some money has been paid by some donors. They have still written to the government to pay the money because there's no coordination between the donors and the country. Oh, we need to pay this. Donors come out and say, you know what? We'll take that cost, we'll pay. Maybe nurses, they pay everything. The accountant general still writes that it's not being paid. And government has to look for money and pay double. And the money goes into people's pockets. People take double salaries, triple salaries. Yet when you see them, they behave as if they are the most patriotic. A lot of them are thieves. That is what happens when in a country, achievement is not measured by the impact of people's lives, but by material acquisitions. We are a failed state if achievement is not measured by the impact of our lives on generations yet to come, but on material acquisitions. Today, maybe some years when I'm gone, my son goes out to tell his friends, my father was a great man. Or my great-grandchildren say, our great-grandfather was a great man. The first question they will ask him is, what did he achieve? If you start mentioning, oh, he was able to get 10,000 people to go to school for free. He was able to build a dam for the people. These are not achievements. How many cars did he buy? How many story buildings did he put up for you? That is what is an achievement by the Ghanaian lexicon. What do you have? That is your achievement. Did you build a house? Where? Choco. Oh. We are looking for a house at East Legon. You're talking about Choco. Our father had a house in Tamale in a place called Zo. Say, is it on the map? My brother, my sister, for how long can we continue sweeping debt under the carpet? Are people going to go to jail? Or there are some people who are bigger than the jailhouse? Ato Forson says the chop must stop. Can he do it alone? No. We have been advocating and we have made this known to the government. The only way forward is patriotism, whether we like it or not. Love for country, like Nkrumah did with the young pioneers. We have the young patriots, our country, or nothing, notre pays ou rien. We must begin teaching our children right from the start how to love their country and put their country first. When they are driving and it says red, they will stop because they know that they have had their 10. It's the 10 of another group to go. That is what is called discipline or dulliness. But in my country, no. If you are able to beat the red light, you are the smartest guy. Speed, fast. So that as the red light comes on, you are gone. Then they clap for you. Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because we watch too much American Hollywood movies. In my country, when you steal government money, they clap for you. Because it's government money. It's nobody's money. It's government's money. So steal. The more you are able to steal, the more of a hero you are. Because when you finish service with the government, the first thing they will ask you is, how much money did you bring home? Not how much work have you done to prosper Ghana. Ato Forson says, the chop must stop. When a man is coming to marry your daughter, you are also part of it. You are not looking at his background. You are not looking at his achievements as a young man. You are looking at deep pockets. Did he drive a car here? Is his bank account big? How was he smelling? What was he smelling like? Was he smelling like kako, or kobe, or flowers? In my days, they would ask you which family you're coming from. If you go to marry a young woman, your families must meet first and foremost. But should the father get to know you before your family even meets, he would ask you, which house are you from? You didn't kayina. When you get a kafto. Oh, get a Baba Jato. Oh, Baba Jato. Baba Jato. La ila illa lillah. Baba Jato. What? Nisalambala. What? Baba Jato. La ilaha. What? Baba Jato. Oui. Baba Jato nda chante. Oui. Then they will tell the whole history. I chum. Chum deep in you. Go and eat. Now no. They come out to peep and see which car you drove. If it's a VW 1960 version, they are not ready for you. You see that the father or the mother will cross the leg and cross the whole door. Like that. What do you want? Well, I'm coming to see Adisa. For what? Did she tell you she wants to see you? She's not there. Don't insist, because if you insist, they will pour urine on you. Why have we all of a sudden moved away from proper qualities and we are now running after material things? That's why in those days marriages were long lasting. But today we marry money and wealth. And when the wealth is gone, the marriage is long evaporated. Ato Forson says the chop must stop. The chop can only stop when there is a change of mindset, like Nkrumah told us. If we don't stop seeing government appointees as everything, therefore they must give us, the chop won't stop. If we don't stop seeing politicians as everything, once they are in there, they are automatically rich. How do they become rich? They will steal your money. The chop won't stop. There's the need for reorientation, civics. And that is what we are doing. Moving from school to school, talking to the little SHS children about our country, how great this country is, how it was, where it is going in the next few years. We tell them all this and equip them with their history. That's the only way we can move forward. A great man has worked so hard. He has handled the camera, filmed all the necessary things in the country. A bunch of history like this, big. He goes home after retirement, sick, nothing. The bungalow that they gave him, government bungalow, said they are going to push it down. So they give you something small and say, go to your village. You go and get a small hut. They are in there. How do you convince your children that you are great? You were great, sick like you. You. The mindset must begin to change. We must see achievement as impact on lives of generations. Or else we are finished. Ato Forson, you can shout, you can rant and say, oh, the chop must end. Chop. Look, as the birds are learning, better still, as the hunters are learning to shoot without missing, what are the birds doing? They are learning to fly without perching. The new thieves will learn new tricks. We will keep doing the chasing, the catching up. We are going to be fighting what is called symptoms. The only way we can fight this is reorientation in patriotism. I'm done. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we have a final story. Hey-ya! Hey-yo! Wayo!
Blakk Pot. Kuku show man.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Please subscribe to the channel. We are called Black Empire Media. And hit on the notification button so that each time we are on, you'll be reminded to watch. Please share the broadcast. Our numbers are also scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Okay? Yes? Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are most excited to be with you. And remember, we are sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. Oh, yes. And when it comes to Millennium Insurance, you are truly covered. My brother, my sister, when it comes to Millennium Insurance, you are truly covered. In life, there's what is known as the unseen. That is why we prepare for that unseen. There are things that are hidden. You don't know what will happen in the next few minutes. So prepare. In times of calamity, you should never be found wanting. That is why Millennium Insurance is here. My brother, my sister, be it a car accident, be it any form of accident, my brother, my sister, you are truly covered. Millennium Insurance. Oh my God. You have a new car, you know where to go. Millennium Insurance. And of course, if you're traveling to any part of the world, Millennium Insurance. Millennium Insurance. You are truly covered. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Tesori Doriente. Oh, that rich ladder. It takes all the blemishes from off your skin, nourishes your skin, and it comes in so many different flavors. Oh, Lord. Just choose the flavor that best suits you. This is Italian technology. And of course, African raw materials. Premium quality, made affordable. Please speak with Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Final story. Story number 5. Watch this. Hey. MAHAMA'S boys must shut this miracles ABOAGYE guy up. A very good friend of mine, DKB, is a comedian. I truly love him. I chanced upon a video where he is so angry. And he's a supporter of the NDC and John Dramani Mahama. You know, he's one of the few comedians in the country that stood by Mahama and pushed Mahama in the last elections and even beyond. He's a very talented comedian, and I truly love him. Now, DKB has spoken, and I want us to listen to him, and when we return, we'll close the show. Watch this.
Emergency, Mayday, NDC communication team. Stop sleeping, wake up. What is wrong with you guys? Wake up, NDC communication team, wake up. You've allowed this miracle guy to be going around trying to unpopularize the government. We are lucky that people are wiser now. People now know the political tricks and all of that. But still, you have some people believing in some of these things they propagate. First of all, it was this cocoa farmers thing. Blah, blah, blah. Going to the cocoa farms, erecting billboard, pay cocoa farmers, etc. In the end, it was Ivory Coast that came to exonerate us by giving less than half of what we're giving our cocoa farmers. Now, because they're so desperate trying to get a scandal and they're not getting, they're just picking one thing after the other. Now, the next thing is ECG tariff was not part of IMF. When even Ken Ofori himself said it. And that's what he's propagating now. I just finished clashing with him on Twitter. Me, I won't give him chance. Me, I will not give him chance to lie or to propagate any deception. No, I will not. But I need support and backing from you guys, the NDC communication team. You should be everywhere on Twitter, checking the waves, making sure that nobody propagates any lies against the government, because that the JM is doing his best, that the JM is doing best to make the country sweet, and the country is sweet, and it's paining some people. So we want to find ways and means to discredit the system, to make sure that people don't, just simply to unpopularize the government. And then this communication, you guys are sitting down. We used to have Malik Basintali, we used to have Sami Jefi. Now they have appointments, so they are busy. So this is a chance for other people to become the new Malik Basintali and Sami Jefis. You put a bed or what? I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand. But me, party, Dennis Marcus, party, I know allow him lie. No, it will not happen. Charlie, why? First of cocoa farmers, you know work. Now you go to ECG, IMF, you know work. What's the next thing? He will now start saying that National Cathedral didn't even exist. It was nothing like National Cathedral. And this communication, wake up and stop sleeping and frustrating.
You see, a comedian, a born comedian, even when he's serious and he's talking, no matter how angry he is, he ends everything up on a note of comedy. That's a born comedian. Well, on a more serious note, DKB has a point. All he's saying is that the communicators should not go to sleep. You have won an election. Yeah? You have won a beautiful election. But don't let your erection die down. Keep a very strong erection, because the game is yet to start. You did all the talking. Oh yes, now you have won power. This is when you should even do more talking. And the more talking should commensurate. Yes, it should commensurate with the work that you do. Yes, Malik Basintali, very wonderful deputy to Sami Jefi. They kept the NPP at bay to the point that Kennedy Japan himself said, if we had this guy in the NPP, would have been a different party. Sami Jefi alone is a bag of knowledge. Malik Basintali came in with his raw energy. And together, these two youths, one born in 1989 and the other one somewhere in 1992 or something, came together to push the whole agenda. Now, Kwabena Boni is saying something very important. DKB. What is he saying? This is the time to deal with the issue. When the NPP was in power, Miracles ABOAGYE was still busy. Going around, I saw him on a number of times going boot for boot with Sami Jefi. He would not give him a chance to breathe at a time that they had lost it all. Right now, the NDC is enjoying, what is that thing called? Some kind of, goodwill. That's the word. From the people of Ghana. But this goodwill would soon become a bad will if you sleep on the job. Ghanaians love Mahama because it's delivering. But even with that, you still need to talk to the people. It's like food that you give to people. Yeah, they are enjoying the food, but you need to tell them how much nutritional value they are having. Oh, this food is good. They are eating it, they know it's good. But you get this amount of protein, and this is what protein does in your body. It gives you this amount of fats, amino acids, the classes of food. When you go to a doctor, sick, and he gives you medicine, you are relieved and you feel better when the doctor breaks it down and says that, you know what? This medicine I've given to you is called this. When you take it, this is what it does to your brain. It clears up whatever, smoke is in there. And then it makes your eyes sharper. And then it makes your heart also cleaner. My brother, when you go and pick it and you're going to put it in your mouth, what you remember first is what the doctor told you. That is the work of the communicator. That's why I don't like those doctors and nurses who just give you medicine and say, no. Tell them what this does to them. It's their body. In my country, a lot of doctors give you medicines, tell you what time to take, and never will tell you what medicines they are and what they do for you. When you do that, you are not communicating. And communication plays a very important role. DKB knows that Mahama is doing so well. But he believes that this miracles boy is going around sowing misinformation and disinformation. Therefore, the communication team must stand up. Maybe the NDC should look at including DKB in the communications team. Sometimes we just think that we are entertainment people, so some of us have deep ideas like DKB. Test him, talk to him, and see if you can include him. After all, he has a heart for the party, isn't it? And for the nation. In the interim, congratulations to Miracles ABOAGYE. Even if you are sowing misinformation, at least you are beginning to wake up the NDC communicators to do their work. But I beg you, don't sow disinformation. It will come back to bite you like it bit you when you guys were in power. You lied and lied and lied. At a time, nobody was interested in your lies anymore. You lost even before the election started. He's a chartered accountant. Yes, is he a chartered accountant? Chartered something. And then he is a political scientist as well from the University of Ghana. So he's a communicator. He can talk. Please, think about Ghana. Whatever information you're given, make sure it benefits Ghana and not propaganda. That won't help us. Dash is a Blackport, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. And it's been a long day, isn't it? Appreciations, love and respect. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for bringing your adverts here. This is the biggest international platform when it comes to patriotism and Pan-Africanism. Thank you so much, Tesoro d'Oriente. Thank you so much, Millennium Insurance. We love you. And we have more in the pipeline. In the coming days, we're going to bring them out time after time. It is the hottest network online. And we control the numbers because we are the headquarters of the truth. No propaganda, aka Jandam. Here we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. That is why you love us, and that is why we love you. Thank you for making us number one. Together, we will push Ghana forward. Okay, our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a certain product you want us to advertise. We are glad to do that, okay? Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just happy. And it's free of charge. We don't take any money, okay? Okay? Now, let's see your comments. and we are done for the day. Ben Azu says it's time. Conscious Agbemenu Awosu says, why? Ben Azu says it's time. Fuos Ovi Oboto says, greetings, Black Rasta, Moo of Fire. McCarthy Corey says, Black, Moo of Fire. Watching you live from Wale Wale. Okay. Ras Okoko Fisun Moon says, is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo. McCarthy Corey says, greetings, Black. Please, when are you coming to visit us in Wale Wale? Black Rasta, Moo of Fire. I love Wale Wale, and you know that. Now, I will be there. Okay? And to my very good brethren and schoolmates at UST, Alhaj Salifu, I love you. He's right there inside Wale Wale. I'm coming to do farming in Wale Wale. We've already secured some land there, and we'll come around the overseas and all those areas. We are coming. A lot of the youth will be employed there. Pat Awo says, hello, Black Rasta. Nat Kali says, when are you dropping new songs for us? We miss your deep vibes. Okay. We're a prophet. We have a whole album coming. In fact, there are 2 albums. We'll drop them one after the other. Okay. Akana Yozure says, hi, Black. Bless up, watching you live from Torino, Italy. Black, yesterday I was busy, but I managed to watch the program. But I couldn't comment. But today I am available. More fire. Thank you so much, Akana Yozure. We appreciate you. And please spread the vibe and introduce more people to the channel. Abena Sela says, fire, yeah. Sean Street Storm says, salam, Black. How are you today? Our country or nothing? Nimanche Lagaden says, he's here. Richard Nutako says, amen, amen. God bless you, Black. Black, Moo of Fire. It says, Akana Izura says, Black, how far about Ebonowa? What a content creator. Well, Ebonowa is still creating content. Okay. Next gen. Okay, next gen. Otto Tai say Coco. Okay. More comments? Bawa Uwa says Black Pot. Black Bingi the Itali says Moo of Fire. Theodore Afegbe says, good evening. Good evening, Black Rasta. I am watching you live from North Kaneshi. Moo of Fire. Next gen Ototai says the Black Pot. Coco. And Ras Oko Kofi Moon says watching, not washing. Pa Kwesi Osupie says, oh my goodness, I'm addicted to Black Rasta. I've been your top fan since 2013. Black Pot is my #1 show. Ja, keep burning the fire. Thank you so much, Pa Kwesi Osupie. We love you from the bottom of the heart. Okay? Agwavo Wisdom says, Black, please don't apologize whenever you are late because you are doing more than more. Come here. Watch this. Dash it away. Black Pot. Share, share, share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell yet another friend. Run the dozier. A Moo of Fire. Okay? That's it. It is what it is. More comments coming in. Mahama Ibrahim says, Black, please, I sent some PDF letter form to your WhatsApp line. I have not seen your response yet. Which WhatsApp line? Okay. We'll check it out. The secretary will report to us. Okay? So we'll check it. Okay? We'll respond to every message. Okay? Mahama Ibrahim says he sent us something, so we'll check it out. Zion Genesis says he's listening. Eric Lopez Abankwa says, Black, finally we are enjoying some warm weather stretch. Warm weather stretch. And hearing your voice is the ultimate. I really do enjoy your program. A true revolutionary with a trove of wisdom. Why, dash it. Thank you so much, Eric Lopez Abankwa. We love you. We appreciate you. More comments? We have next gen said, Black Empire Media, please adhere to this. Which one? Which one? Yes, yes, of course. Yeah, of course. The PDF, we'll check it out. Okay? Okay, we'll check it out. Tete King says, Black, you are most respectable person in the media space in Ghana. God bless you always. Respect my brother, and because of you, we are #1. Okay? Everybody wants to advertise here. All right? Because you are here. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Okay? Isa Jesus says, God bless you, Black Rasta. Oh my God. And when I walk up in town and the youth, 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 15-year-olds, say, Kukushonemo, I feel good. It means we are reaching even the base. Oil dowa si. Missy, why dowa poi? Eric Yao Lopez Abankwa says, New Jersey in the house for real. And nothing like Black Rasta for real. You just want the best for our nation, and we are solidly behind you 100%. Thank you so much, Eric Yao Lopez Abankwa. And then Bright Mackenzie says, I believe she is only bitter. Very bitter. Very bitter. I know who you're talking about. Anita Desoso, okay? Very bitter. Bitter like bile. You know what bile is? B-I-L-E. More comments coming in. Send them via YouTube. Let them also come via Facebook. I'm ready to pick them up. Next Gen Auto Tai says, Chris Nolly Katamani Owens says, nothing wrong with her story. Let everyone speak their minds. Even Sammy B, who we promised to investigate, is walking free. Who is Sammy B? Sammy B. Sammy B? Who is he? We have to get to know. There's nothing bitter here. Okay, that's an opinion. She says that he says that there's nothing bitter about Anita Desoso. We hear you. Conscious Agbemenu also says bitter than living bitters. Oh my God. Yeah, living bitters is one of the bitterest things. But you know, I like it, man. Good medicine. Okay, made in Ghana, right here. Living bitters. Oh my God. More comments coming in via YouTube. Let them also come via Facebook. We are more than just excited to flow them. Kwajo Fiagbe says, Blakk, you are not making any sense at all. Okay, that's an opinion. Matthew Akedog says, Eja appear bitters. Ha, 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 ha. Milku K. Augustus says, can you imagine people like this as your leader? We, the floating voters, brought your party to power. Wise up, woman. Next Gen Auto Tai says, selfish. Selfish. Okay, we hear you. More comments via YouTube. Let them also come via Facebook. We are excited to read them. Benazu says it's time. Patience appear. Says these are the selfish cocoons. Benazu says live from Amsterdam. Oh my God. I haven't been to Amsterdam in so long. I love Amsterdam. The tulips. You know, the water everywhere. Oh my God. And the language. That's all I hear when I come to Amsterdam. The only thing I can say is dwe. When they keep coming around, Ghana, they say Ghana. Ghana. That's what Ghana says. Yes, Ghana. Says dwe. Kwajo Fiagbe says, Blakk, you should have been in the house today. We have wasted our data today. Loyalty should be rewarded. Which house? Oh, we came. We are here. Oh. We are here. Okay? Or you mean we should have come earlier? Okay? Okay. All right. Eric Yao Lopez Abankwa says, Desoso, retire from your position if you are that bitter. No one is forcing you to stay in government. First of all, you might be a square in a round hole, but the government is sympathizing with you and holding you up. Stop the ranting, please. All right? It is what it is. It is what it is. We'll take the last two slides and we'll be done for the day. Send your comments in. Emmanuel Ania says, so if indeed the oral team had all the clear evidence, why are all these alleged criminals still walking free? Via the oral, Iyoko has been able to bring to the country over 600 million Ghana cedis. Please give them a bit of credit, okay? It's taking time because of the law courts. You know how it is in court, okay? Audu Dominic says, Ghana is not for NDC. You people should get it into your head. I like that. Auku Dominic says, who do you want to know? Alberto Michael says, hey, yo, hey, our country or nothing. Joseph Atta says this woman should go as soon as possible. Joseph Atta says the truth with Blakk Rasta. Charlotte Agbeka says when NPP was in power, did they employ any NDC party members? Blakk, please always be easy on the name calling. We hear you, Charlotte. Yes, of course, there were some people who employed under the NPP as NDC people. But again, Charlotte, with all respect, should we repeat the mistakes that the NPP made? No, it's not a club. Okay? With all respect, it's not a club. It's very painful when you have a president of a kind doing so much and some internal people are trying to distract. That is where the pain is. Just because of an appointment. Once I don't get the appointment, then there's nothing happening. No. Okay? Joseph Atta says an old lady still on a bleaching spree. Well, I'm reading it because Rollins said the same thing to her in her face, that she was bleaching too much and she should stop bleaching because she was becoming too white. I wouldn't have read it. Okay? Ameto Michael says, this woman, come here. Emmanuel Ania says, Blakk, I think your choice of words are too harsh on Anita. Two wrongs don't make a right. Okay. I hear you. I hear you. It happens sometimes. It does happen. As I said, when you have a president who is doing a lot, and insiders, especially veterans of the party, are on this distraction spree, it is bad. It's terrible. So we'll ease down on the harsh words. We try as much as possible to. Sometimes they happen. We apologize. Okay? Auku Dominic says, so they should employ only NDC people, right? It's about competence, not the party alone. Boateng Clifford says, Honorable Blakk Rasta, you never read my messages, but I'm always watching you. Please forgive us. Sometimes the messages are so much before we reach you, it's time to go. But we always read it, not here. We go back and read every message. Okay? So Boateng, today we are reading your message. If you are also there, your message has not been read, your day will come. All right? Abraham Adi says, Blakk Rasta, what Anita is saying is right. People suffered a lot before the party came to power. What did they suffer for? For Ghana, right? To make Ghana a better place. Or they suffered so that they would have positions. Which one? If they suffered because they wanted positions, then it's useless suffering. Because it's not a club. They suffered when our ancestors toiled to see Ghana through. They were not in there for personal gain. They were there for the nation, the generations yet to come. If you believe in that, you will never be disappointed, even if you don't get an appointment. Okay? I don't like it when people say, we suffered and brought the party to power and see us. Other people are rather getting there. Are you competent enough? Even Apia Stadium wants a position. And when they asked him to bring his CV, he said his CV is in his head. That is good. Demonstrate that you are capable of doing it. Nanyan. Loyalty alone cannot give you an appointment. Competence must be added. Am I making sense? Okay. So, Auku Dominic says, do you know the number of people who voted for the NDC but not members of your party? That's another good one. Abraham Adi says, Anita deserves better. Better than what? Better than an opportunity to serve the country. She's serving the country in a certain position. If she thinks that she doesn't like it because the money is too small, there's an exit clause. The president decides who should go and clean the toilet and who should sit in the palace. In any of those situations, you must be glad that you have been given an opportunity to serve the nation. I'm speaking tongue in cheek. As some people feel they know too much for that matter, they should be those in the castle. And no, man, if you do that, you're not a patriot. You're not. Okay? All right? So Aoku Dominic says, don't base your hope on party. Joseph Atta says she's a greedy woman. Aoku Dominic says she deserves better. Can she do her own private business? Wow. She deserves better. Can she do her own private business? Especially that there's information from the FBI that she took the money of the country to go for conferences and found herself outside the conference in another state. Is that somebody who deserves better? Let's be careful who we give the better title to. Okay? Ameto Michael says, I am with you. It is about competence. Ghana is not for only the NPP and not for the NDC either. Okay? Last one, and we are done for the day. Samuel A.O. Sunday Adedekum says, Anita is one of the reasons the NDC cannot jail any NPP thief because they are all the same. They are all like a tie. Joseph Atta says the president should sack all the traitors. Abraham Hardy says NPP people are enjoying in the Mahama administration and NDC grassroots are suffering. Are you sure? Are you sure? The grassroots, what is their qualification? We should be able to find them something to do as well. I agree. But, my brother, qualifications first, competence first. All right? Not party affiliation. If we do that, then what we are engaged in is cronyism. That's not nation building. Joseph Atta says the pot is boiling. Emmanuel Ania says, Blakk, you are not the right person to call for her sack. You were angry at Captain Smart for calling the sack of Raymond Archer. Again, two wrongs don't make a right. Well, it's a suggestion. And we have given reasons. We are not ordering the president. Sack or else, like what my brother Smart did. We are coming for you if you don't do this. We didn't do that, did we? We will never do that. All we said, Mr. President, this is why we think you must sack this person. That is our democratic right. To think, but not to order. You understand? There are two different things. I think this person should be sacked because of A, B, C, D, E, F. Hi! Mr. President, sack this person because of A, B, C, D, E, F. If you don't sack the person, you will see. Are they the same? La Ma'bud. Okay? All right. Joseph Atta says, you are right, Blakk Rasta. And then Richard Bauer says, watching live from the Middle East, where missiles are not only seen on PlayStations. Oh my God. Rashid Bauer, our prayer is that you would all be safe and this war will come to an end. Emmanuel Ania says, if we want our young girls to grow into dating people's husbands, bleaching and BBL, let's keep entertaining these so-called women of valor. Do you agree with him? Samuel Sunday Adedekun says, Blakk Rasta, please tell the government to build more schools in the villages because there are still children learning under trees. Appreciate it. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you for your comments. Common sense is not only in one man's head. We take ideas from all of you and we appreciate you for the decorum. We appreciate you for correcting us when we go astray. Because we are a family, we correct each other in love and we teach each other in love. We are not too big to be taught, neither are you too big to be taught. Together, we form a beautiful harmony. On this note, please, the numbers are still opened. Send us a message. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. Maybe you even want to advertise on the show. Remember, this is the lifeline to the sick line of your business. We will treat your sick business. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Hey ya! Hey yo! Wayo!